Bonjour, ça va? Ça va bien? Oui, mais j'ai besoin. This is Tom Padula from TomPadulaTV on YouTube and Insegna Booksellers. And today is actually Friday, the 19th of May, 2023. However, I just realized during the week that I had missed out on doing my lesson 57. This will be lesson 57, which was supposed to go on Friday, the 5th of May, 2023. And therefore, I have done lesson 58, but I'm going to go back to do lesson 57, and it'll, afterwards, it'll come on YouTube and insegna.com in order. That's the idea. You can't really, sort of mix them up. Or you can if you want to, but I don't want to, so I'm going to correct my mistake as usual. And what I'll do then, I will enjoy the day just same as at any other time. So enjoy this lesson 57, because today we start with the numbers, dates and times, and there'll be another two classes after this one here, 59 and 60, and or might be just 59. I'm not sure yet whether I'll stop it there or I'll stop at 60. We'll see how I go. Okay, so that's it. Now, the other thing that I wanted to say was that this is series 1, and we've covered, a number of parts of speech, and the next series 2, will be all about the verb, and then when we finish, we'll see how we go. We'll do the rest of the 9 parts of speech. And if you are interested in learning French, don't forget that la pratica, practice, beats grammar. But without the grammar, you can't improve the language that you are learning or that you speak. So you need to understand elements of grammar. But grammar is not the language. It's not English, it's not French, it's not Italian. It's about these languages here and other languages. So it's like knowing a bit of the theory in many areas of our life, and then we put them into practice. So when we put them into practice, we realize we're missing something. And when in order to move forward with the language or with whatever we're doing, and that's where the grammar comes in. It's a very helpful tool. Secondly, lingua e cultura, language and culture, that's what I've been promoting up to now, languages and cultures, because we want the world to be one and in peace. There are 220 nations, thereabouts, over 200, and it wasn't like this when humans first came on Earth. It was, you could go anywhere you liked, nobody stopped you anywhere. You just could go into the 5 continents, and the rest, well, there were only 2 continents at the time. So what I'm saying is that, humans have made a civilization by adopting a certain culture. So cultures also depend on the ability to have people communicating with each other. And I'm sure, thinking about it, animals do the same. But, not to the extent that humans do. That was another thought. The other thing to remember is that listen, read, write short sentences. Pick up the short sentences from whatever you read or whatever song that you sing, and write them down. As you practice these activities, the brain records it, and then eventually it'll spit it out. And that's what speaking is all about. If you notice, I don't prepare what I have to say. I have to think it through. And sometimes, you know, of course, we do make mistakes or we say things in the wrong way. That's okay too. Everything is okay, because the ultimate aim is perfection, but we never really achieve perfection, except when, you know, we do something right in its own way. That's perfection. But in general, perfection is something we chase. We want to achieve that which makes us happy when we've produced whatever we are doing, whether it's cooking, whether it's singing, whether it's dancing. You know, if you can do it, it's fantastic. But there are a couple of reflections here. Well, there's one reflection especially. When you concentrate on getting things right, you're sort of chasing a particular way of doing it. And then once you achieve that, you think that you then have the answers to everything else. Now, you've only done that. And some people don't go all the way, but they like to go horizontally across to other themes and topics. And all that is a balance, the balance of the extent of knowledge and the depth of knowledge. Again, well, come back, the second point about this reflection is I come back always to culture and the achievement of peace on earth. How do we do it? Well, we do it by respecting other people and accepting that they can also say things the wrong way or say the wrong things according to you. It's a challenge to us when other people have different opinions to ours. So those are the things that one has to remember. Enough of my philosophy. Let's go on now with le français. And we're going to do, first of all, la nourriture. So listen. Le petit déjeuneur, le déjeuneur, le café, le poulet, les œufs sur le plat, le lait, le miel, la crème, le chocolat chaud, les côtelettes, la bière, le jambon, le sel, le poivre, le dîner, le thé, le jus de fruits, la confiture, les noix, la viande, le sucre, la soupe, l'omelette, la salade, le ragoût, les crêpes, le petit pain, le riz, le vin, les spaghettis, la sauce tomate. La sauce tomate. Oh, not a sauce. Okay, so we did the listening now. Now we're going to do the viewing, because I'm not going to give you the English. You're going to have a look at this, and you can do that yourself. Okay, so here we go. Le petit déjeuneur. Le déjeuneur. And you remember, I said la nourriture. So this nourishment, how we achieve it. Le café. Le poulet. I didn't see this before. La confiture. That's the jam, right? Les œufs sur le plat. Le lait. Le miel. Before I said le lait. But it could be le lait. Le miel. La crème. Le chocolat chaud. Les côtelettes. La bière. le jambon, le sel, le poivre, le dîner, le thé, le jus de fruits, les noix, la viande, le sucre, la soupe, l'omelette, la salade, le vin, le ragoût, les crêpes, les spaghetti, and la sauce tomate. That was beautiful. I love that. I knew quite a lot of them. The few things that, you know, for example, le poivre, I thought that was feminine, but it's le poivre is masculine, le sel is masculine, but le vin is masculine, but la sauce tomate is feminine. La bière is feminine. La salade is feminine. La viande, that's the meat, is feminine. Le lait is masculine. Le poulet, le déjeuner, le petit, they're all masculine. Le café, and then les œufs sur le plat, you know, the eggs on a plate, it's plural there. Okay, so that's it for la nourriture. Well, and this is all part of lesson number 57. I love it. I love it. When one makes mistakes, you know, I missed what was on the 5th, I can't remember, but I missed that particular Friday because something happened. It happens. And that's why after I finished this this first series on French, I want to be free. And so I'll come and do the lessons online whenever I want. And you can look them up in my Tom Padula Facebook page initially. But after that, you can do so also on Insegna.com and YouTube on the TomPadulaTV. So there we are. Now, the numbers, the dates and the times. Here, we start with the cardinal numbers. And that the cardinal numbers are 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So, what happens here is that these are the numbers. You can look them up anyway. But then when you get to 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, and then it's the same thing, 40, 41, 42, etc., 50, 51, 52, 53, etc., 60, 61, 62, 70 is 70, 60 plus 10 is 70, 71. So you then use the numbers for 1 to 20 or 1 to 10. 71, 62 and 79. Okay? So 30, the same sort of thing. 60. But then with 20, we've got 80, 4 20s. 81, 82, 83, 85, 80, etc. Then for 90 is 99. So 80, 4 20s, 10, 19. 99. 91, 92, 93. So you've got for 90, you have to put 80 plus then the number. 100, 101, 102, 120, etc., etc. So the numbers here, we have to work them out. We have to work them out. 199, so 199. 200, 201, etc. 202, 300, 400, 500. This requires a bit of work in order to get it right. 1972, 1960, 1972 is 72. And then 2000, 1 million, 2 millions, 1 milliard, 1 billion. So the cardinal numbers we need to learn this way here. There's all the cardinal numbers in French. Of course, there are also the ordinal numbers, which we'll do, in this chapter, and they are first, second, third, etc. Okay, so note that in the numbers 21, 31, 41, 51, the conjunct "et" is used. There's no hyphen. 21, 41, 41. Is not used in 81, 91, 101. Note the hyphens in 81 and 91. "Et" is not used in 81, so you got to use the hyphen. You got to know which one to use. 81, 81, 101. But 101, there's no hyphen. When 20 are multiplied, they become plural. 80, 200. When 20 and 100 are followed by another number, they are singular. 29, 21, etc. 1000 is never plural. 5000 is never plural. 2050, million is preceded by the indefinite article. 1 million, de touristes, 2 millions, etc. In France and Quebec, a comma is used in place of the decimal point. This is don't worry about that for the moment. Just learn this part here. Okay? I'll just learn the numbers. Even if you succeed to learn to 100, you're doing very well. Or 1,000. And then you take it. Become familiar with those first, and then you go to the next lot. Okay. So, here it says in France, in Quebec, in the United States, and English Canada, they use the comma instead of the point. Following some expressions with cardinal numbers: tous les 3 ans, une année sur 3, toutes les 5 minutes, dans 8 heures, tous les 15 jours, tous les 2 kilomètres, une femme sur 10, 80% de 1 à 1. So there's some, these are some expressions which you then can use when you're writing sentences. And I think that's it. And then I said we want to do the exercises, and then we went to the ordinal numbers, which I did in lesson 58. Okay, so this was all part of lesson 57. Now, I deserve another drink before I go on to our favourite. We can do it 2 ways. We can talk about the simple play, one-act plays. Simone fait bonne impression, et les femmes parlent trop. You will find them in this series. At the beginning of the series, I'll read them out, and you'll be able to check the pronunciation, and you can read them yourself. And now we go to our favourite here, conte sympathique. Talking about conte sympathique, I found today an answer, a teacher's guide. And I've got a few copies of this. Conte sympathique teacher's guide. It's good. Very thirsty. Don't know why. It's cool today too here. I didn't put an undergarment, so I'm a bit light in weight with my usual T-shirt for the French and the Spanish. Where are we? We're doing all right. Le corbeau et le renard. Let me read it to you, but you know what I'll do? I will let you into the reading as well, just in case you don't have the book. But if you do want to learn French and you want to really build up your word, the word bank, the knowledge of words, reading is the key. And as you move on, you'll remember more and more words. For example, I'm quite sure now that when I read, I can understand the French that I read. Okay, so here we go. And these are really classes for the people in the third age, but anyone can use them as well. Le corbeau et le renard. Selon la fable de La Fontaine, un corbeau était perché dans un arbre. Il tenait au bec un morceau de fromage. L'odeur a alléché un renard qui voulait le manger. Le renard s'est mis à faire des compliments au corbeau. Il a dit au corbeau, « Puisque c'est la veille de Noël, voulez-vous chanter Noël pour moi ?» Le corbeau, dupé par les éloges, a ouvert le bec pour chanter et il a laissé tomber le fromage. Le renard a avalé le fromage en disant « Oh, corbeau bébête, faites attention aux flatteries. » L'année dernière s'est passé un cas pareil en Louisiane, mais cette fois, le renard a intenté une action contre le corbeau pour diffamation de caractère. Il a dit que le corbeau avait inventé la fable pour se venger sur lui. L'avocat du renard essaie de prouver que le corbeau a menti en disant qu'il tenait un morceau de fromage au bec. Le juge a fait savoir au corbeau qu'il avait le droit de se taire. Il peut éviter tout ce qui peut l'inculper. L'avocat says, « Maître Corbeau, où étiez-vous le 24 décembre, la veille de Noël ?» Le corbeau, « J'étais chez moi. Je me préparais pour aller à la messe de minuit. Je suis très pieux. » L'avocate, « Peut-être étiez-vous en train de fumer une pipe ou de lire le journal ou de bricoler. Il se peut aussi que vous soyez assis sur la branche d'un arbre et pas dans votre maison. Répondez à la question avec oui ou non. » Le corbeau, il est impossible de répondre à une question pareille avec oui ou non. Je suis un oiseau dont j'habite dans un arbre. Pour moi, l'arbre est ma maison. Maître Corbeau, comme Maître Renard vous a parlé, que teniez-vous dans le bec sans compter la langue, bien sûr? Un morceau de fromage. L'avocate, il y a quelques instants, vous avez dit que vous êtes très pieux. Pourquoi avez-vous mangé du fromage avant d'aller à la messe de minuit? Vous savez bien que c'est un péché de manger avant d'aller à communion. That's beautiful. Le corbeau. Je n'ai pas dit que je l'ai mangé. J'ai seulement dit que je le tenais au bec. L'avocat, c'est la même chose. Le corbeau, ce n'est pas la même chose. Regardez le juge et le juré. Ils portent des chaussures, mais ils ne vont nulle part. Ils portent des chaussures, mais ils ne vont nulle part. I have to understand that. So that needs... So there's a second part here, Le Corbeau et le Renard number 2. Did I read that? Yes, I did last week. So it continues here. And I'll mettre au beau, où avez-vous trouvé ces fromages? Une jeune fille me l'a donné, et combien l'avez-vous payé? Je n'ai rien payé, je lui ai donné un besser pour le fromage, etc., etc. So this is the beautiful story about le corbeau et le renard. Okay? The crow and the fox. Good. Frank A. Padula, welcome. Okay. So we're doing lesson number 57, which we missed out. Last on the 5th of May. So I'm doing that now to catch up. But lesson 58 was already done last week, which was the 12th of May. So it's okay. You know, if you miss a lesson, you've got to catch up. So that was Les femmes parlent trop. Yes. No, there wasn't. That was Conte sympathique. Conte sympathique. It's a beautiful book. This one here, I've got plenty of copies. If people want to, order it, you can. And now we're going to concentrate on some of the singing. Well, we've done all that. I mean, we don't want to do any more. We want some fun now, no? Have some fun. There we go. There's a new song too, Sur le ciel de Paris, which I still haven't quite managed to learn, well. But I will try today again. Sur le ciel de Paris s'envole une chanson. Elle est née d'aujourd'hui dans le cœur d'un garçon. Sous le ciel de Paris marchent des amoureux. Leur bonheur se construit sur un air fait pour eux. Sous le pont de Bercy, un philosophe assis, deux musiciens, quelques badauds, puis les gens par milliers. Sous le ciel de Paris, jusqu'au soir vont chanter l'hymne d'un peuple épris de sa vieille cité. Près de Notre-Dame, parfois couvre un drame. Oui, mais à Paname, tout peut s'arranger. Quelques rayons du ciel d'été, l'accordéon de marinière, l'espoir fleurit au ciel de Paris. Sur le ciel de Paris coule un fleuve joyeux. Il endort dans la nuit les clochards et les gueux. Sous le ciel de Paris, les oiseaux du bon Dieu viennent du monde entier pour bavarder entre eux. Et le ciel de Paris a son secret pour lui. Depuis 20 siècles, il est pris de notre île Saint-Louis. Quand elle lui sourit, il met son habit bleu. Quand il pleut sur Paris, c'est qu'il est malheureux. Quand il est trop jaloux de ces millions d'amants, il fait gronder sur eux son tonnerre éclatante. Mais le ciel de Paris n'est pas longtemps cruel pour se faire pardonner. Il offre un arc en ciel. Now, I didn't quite sing that, but I read the words, and that's just as good as singing it if you're learning French. However, if you've got one of these, and you look up, let's look up Chrome, let's say, or Google, all right? And you say, Sous le ciel de Paris, Sous le ciel de Paris lyrics. I've done it. Here they are. There you get the lyrics here. And you can also then ask for Sous le ciel de Paris and say, I want to listen to Edith Piaf. If I put Edith Piaf on there, they will say that, the musicians protect themselves very well, and the big music companies. But I'm interested in the educational part of the songs. So for me, the words are important and people should learn the words as they go along. So Teresa Art Italia. Sur le ciel de Paris, I just did this. We learn through by using, here we are, right? By using the phone, Sur le ciel de Paris, with Edith Piaf. Beautiful song, really beautiful song. And now, because I said, you know, we've done the other parts, today I'm going to do the lyrics, some lyrics. It's 11:54. I should really start with the Spanish. So I'll just give you one song, Rien de rien. And it's a hard one too. L'avion rose, lyrics there. Tombe la neige. Here we are. Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien, ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de rien, non, je ne regrette rien, c'est payé, balayé, oublié, je me fous du passé. Avec mes souvenirs, j'ai allumé le feu. Mes chagrins, mes plaisirs, je n'ai plus besoin de balayer les amours avec le trémolose, balayer pour toujours, je repars à zéro. Non, rien de rien, non, je ne regrette rien. Ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de rien, non, je ne regrette rien, car ma vie, car mes joies, aujourd'hui, ça commence avec toi. That's another one of Edith Piaf's songs, Rien de rien. Okay, so that's it for French for today, and now we're going to go to the Spanish. No, actually I've got another few minutes here for French. I'll drink first. Now let's do this one here. This is Milord, also sung in Italian by Milva, but she sings it in French just as well. So here we go. Allez, venez, milord, vous asseoir à ma table. Il fait si froid dehors, ici c'est confortable. Laissez-vous faire, milord, et prenez bien vos aises, vos peines sur mon cœur, et vos pieds sur une chaise. Je vous connais, milord, vous ne m'avez jamais vu. Je suis qu'une fille du porte, qu'un ombre de la rue. Pourtant je vous ai frôlé, comme vous passiez hier. Vous n'étiez pas peu fière, dame. Le ciel vous comblait, votre foulard de soie flottant sur vos épaules. Vous aviez le beau rôle, on aurait dit le roi. Vous marchez en vainqueur au bras d'une demoiselle, mon Dieu, qu'elle était belle. J'en ai froid dans le cœur. Allez, venez, milord, vous asseoir à ma table. Il fait si froid dehors, ici c'est confortable. Laissez-vous faire, milord, et prenez bien vos aises, vos peines sur mon cœur, et vos pieds sur une chaise. Je vous connais, milord, vous ne m'avez jamais vu. Je suis qu'une fille du porte, qu'une ombre de la rue. Dire qu'il suffit parfois qu'il y ait un navire pour que tout se déchire. Quand le navire s'en va, il emmenait avec lui la douce aux yeux si tendres, qui n'a pas su comprendre qu'elle brisait votre vie. L'amour, ça fait pleureur, comme quoi l'existence, ça vous donne toutes les chances pour les reprendre après. Allez, venez, milord, vous avez l'air du môme. Laissez-vous faire, milord, venez dans mon royaume. Je soigne les remords, je chante la romance, je chante les milord qui n'ont pas eu de chance. Regardez-moi, milord, vous ne m'avez jamais vu, mais vous plairez, milord, ça j'aurais jamais cru. Eh bien, voyons, milord, souriez-moi, milord, mieux que ça, un petit peu fort, voilà, c'est ça, allez, riez, milord, allez, chantez, milord, la 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 la, la 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 la, mais oui, dansez, milord, la 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 la, bravo, milord, la 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 la, encore, milord, la 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 la, la 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 la. And it's midday, and we go into into Spanish, because we don't want to neglect Spanish. And as I said, when I finish this, then I will be able to do a whole Spanish lesson, a whole French lesson, because I'll do them whenever I want. So I don't have to combine the two. With the next lot, I'll be able to concentrate a lot more on the one language, because I'll do Spanish on the side as well. I've just decided I'll give it another hour. Instead of doing the two languages, I'll just do the one and then the one, and you can choose whichever. And that's in series 2. This series 1 will be split into 2. Okay, and then I'll be able to do also Spanish grammar and the 4 parts of speech, etc., etc. The 9 parts of speech, the skills, you know, we'll listen, read, write, and then speak Spanish. Let's hope. Okay, now how will I start with Spanish? Now, I've sung just now, so it's not right that I give you a Spanish song now to start with. Maybe I should. You know why? Because you can then see that this method of learning a language works, whether you're teaching it or whether you're learning it. So this is a song that I think I've got right now. Historia de un amor. Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón, y en el alma solo tengo soledad. Y si ya no puedo verte, porque Dios me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más. Siempre fuiste la razón de mi existir, adorarte para mí fue religión. En tus besos encontraba el calor que me brindabas, el amor y la pasión. Es la historia de un amor como no hay otro igual, que me hizo comprender todo el bien, todo el mal, que le dio luz a mi vida, apagándola después. Ay, qué vida tan obscura, si tu amor non viviré. Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón, y en el alma solo tengo soledad. Y si ya no puedo verte, porque Dios me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más. Es la historia de un amor como no hay otro igual, que me hizo comprender todo el bien, todo el mal, que le dio luz a mi vida, pagándola después. Ay, qué vida tan obscura, si tu amor non viviré. Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón, y en el alma solo tengo soledad. Y si ya no puedo verte, porque Dios me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más, sufrir más, sufrir más. That wasn't too bad, was it? I'm quite pleased with that because, you know, that's how it is. You have to learn the words and you have to learn the tune, and it goes well. It's all right. Now let me see what I said. That was 161, 162. Let's see. Because we're doing now, what are we doing? We're building up our Spanish bank of words, word bank, okay? And I said last time, I said we'll do, yes, here we go. We continue with L, okay? Leg, la pierna, lemon, el limon, lemonade, la limonada, lend, prestar, to lend, that's the first conjugation verb in Spanish. Length, el largo, less, menos, let, to rent, to lend. Alquilar, another IRE verb. So once we learn the endings of the verbs, we'll be able to write. Let, allow, dejar. Letter, dejar. So dejar, D-E-J-A-R, is dejar. The J is not pronounced, it's pronounced like a H. Letter, la carta. Letters, la lechuga. La lechuga. Library, la biblioteca. License, la licencia. Life, la vida. Lift, el ascensor. Light color, claro. A color, it's light. Claro, claro verde. Light, la luz, the light. Light meter, el fotómetro. Lighter, el encendedor. El encendedor, you know, to light, the light for, you know, lighting a cigarette, which you shouldn't smoke anyway. So what you do is you can just light it, that's it. Light the fuel, la gasolina. Lighthouse, el faro. Like, to querer, to like. Yo querer la limonata. Yo quiero la limonata. You gotta have the right verb. Linen, el hilo. Lip, el labio. Lipstick, la barra de labios. Listen, escuchar. Escucho. Yo escucho a Teresa. I listen to Teresa. Not often, but sometimes. Little, poco. Live, vivir. We had it in the song. Vivir, mi existir. Okay, liver, el hijado. Loaf, el pan, local. To lock, cerrar con llave. You know, to close up with the key. That's what they say, to lock. You close it with the key. That's the Spanish say it. Long, largo. Largo in Italian is wide, but here long in Spanish is long. Look to, mirar. Look to, seem. Parecer, it seems to me. El me pare, that's a reflexive verb there. Look for, buscar, lorry, el camión. Lose to lose, perder. That's second conjugation verb in Spanish. We're going to be doing this. Lost property office, la oficina de objetos perdidos. La oficina de objetos perdidos. Lad, ruidoso. Love, to love, querer. Querer is to love. Oh. Lovely, hermoso. Low, bajo. Luggage, el equipaje. Piece of luggage, el bulto. Lung, el pulmón. And it stops there with the lung, el pulmón. So we've done that. Yes. And next time we will do the M's. But I've already done the M's in the next lot. Okay, I did that. Word bank. And I did the M up to 66. Well, not bad. Yes. So the next one will be N. So that's that for, and lesson 58 is already available, so you can check it straight after this. This is lesson 57. Okay. Now the next one that I had chosen was 33. Was me reading the last part, the last chapter, if you like. Well, the last short story about, it continues. This is about El Cid, the famous Spanish work from the 11th century, long time ago. It's a time when Islam, Christianity, and also Judaism lived alongside each other in Spain. Las tres demandas del Cid. Yeah? The three demandas. The three wishes, the three demand. The three things that El Cid wanted. Here we go. I'm going to, of course, because I know that people don't have this book, but I do. And if that people want to learn Spanish and they want to do a piece of good literature, this is it. So this is now, I'm going to show you what I'm reading in Spanish. Pretty difficult, okay? So here we go. Las tres demandas del Cid. Los jueces de las Cortes fueron don Enrico, don Ramón y otros condes que no pertenecían a ningún bando. El rey mandó al Cid que comenzara la demanda. El Cid pidió entonces que los infantes le devolvieran sus dos espadas, colada y tizón. Los jueces lo otorgaron. Los infantes entregaron las espadas a Alfonso. El conde García Ordóñez, creyendo que era la única demanda, dijo a los infantes que el Cid les tenía miedo. Por su barba el Cid juró más venganza para sus dos hijas. El campeador se levantó y pidió que le devolvieran las riquezas que dio a los infantes como dota. Los infantes lo negaron, diciendo que ya habían dado las espadas. Sin embargo, Alfonso y los jueces lo otorgaron, puesto que los infantes ya habían gastado el dinero, ofrecieron sus tierras en Carrión. Además, el rey mandó que completaran su pago con caballos, mulas, espadas finas y cosas de valor. Dijo entonces el Cid: los infantes de Carrión me hicieron tal afrenta que a menos que los rete, no los puedo yo dejar. El conde García Ordóñez insultó al Cid por su barba tan larga y dijo además que las bodas no eran legales. El Cid respondió a lo de la barba sacando de una bolsa un mechón de la barba del mismo García Ordóñez, que el Cid le mesó tiempo atrás. Entonces el Cid miró a Pedro Bermúdez y dijo, Pedro, que está la mano tartamuda, habla tú que siempre calas. Entonces Pedro retó allí a Fernando, Martín Antolinés retó a Diego. Finalmente los infantes, quien acababa de llegar, brilló con su cara colorada. Ligaron a la corte mensajeros de los infantes de Navarra y Aragón, hijos de reyes, y pidieron al Cid a doña Elvira, a doña Sol para sus señores. El Cid las concedió. Nuestro Cid regresó a Valencia, el rey y la corte fueron a Carrión, donde se llevaron a cabo los torneos. Los infantes de Carrión fueron derrotados. Doña Elvira y doña Sol, vindicadas, se casaron con dos reyes. Así el Cid murió en la Pascua de Pentecostés en plena gloria, con mucho honor, y finalmente fue pariente de reyes de España. The Pentecost is a Christian festival, etc. I didn't understand. I've understood very little of that story, and obviously I need to do a lot more work when it comes to Spanish. But as I said, listen and read. That's the second thing that you've got to do. You have to read, and read a lot. I understood a bit of it, but not, some of the relevant parts I just don't know. Los jueces de la corte fueron don Enrico, don Ramón y otros condes que no pertenecían a ningún bando. I have to look it up. But once you get past that, the king sent El Cid to listen to his demand. El Cid pidió entonces que los infantes... El Cid took offense that the infantes didn't want his sword. His sword, calada y tizón. Again, too much. No, can't do it. So, but what can we do now with Spanish? Some people, for example, want to do, what have I got here? Page 17, okay. Let me have a look. Some people want to know how to, go in shopping, buying clothes, for example. How do you do that in Spanish? I want something easy. So that's called situational French. You want a situation Spanish, and a situation where you have to use specific vocabulary and phrases. Buying clothes. Haría el favor de enseñarme una camisa estampada. Haría el favor. Could you do me a favor? De enseñarme, to show me. I'm looking for a patterned shirt. Si que tal la desea. Yes, what size do you want? Que tal la desea. Puedo probármela. Can I try it on? May I try it? Es demasiado grande. Es demasiado pequeña. Pequeña. One is big, one is... So she tries them on. One is big, one is small. Es demasiado grande. ¿Cuánto es? Emma Chisut. ¿Cuánto es? Tienen algo más barato. Well, obviously, tu día. Tienen algo más barato. Do you have something cheaper? And she selected Donde pago? Where do I pay? Gracias. De nada, you're welcome. De nada, you're welcome. Gracias. Thank you. So those are the situations where you could, where you can go and learn a few more words. Going shopping, we did going shopping another time too. Going camping. Now let's do this going shopping again. Perdone, ¿dónde puedo comprar fruta? That's easy to understand. Perdone, excuse me, where can I buy some fruit? Tiene manzanas? Do you have any apples? Tiene manzanas? Manzanas, apples. Quante quiere? 1 kilo. How much do you want? 1 kilo. 4 lonjas de jamón, por favor. 4 slices of ham, please. So that's that. Estoy mirando. Quanto cos'è? And then it says, I'm just looking. What would you like? And that's it. But the other thing too, of course, you need to build up your words. For example, carniceria, a butcher, carniceria. A steak is un bistec. Carne picada de vaca, a minced beef. Carne picada de vaca, minced meat. Un pollo, a chicken, un pollo. Chuletas de cordero, lamb chops. Charcutairrea, pork butcher. Longanizas, sausages, longanizas. Chuletas de cerdo. Prepared salads and cooked meats. Foie gras, pâté. And then there's panaderia, charcuteria, panaderia, pork butcher, panaderia, baker, pescaderia, fishmonger. And that's it. I don't. Oh no, there's more. There's also libreria, papeleria, kiosco. So bookshop, stationers, newspaper kiosco. Stationers, papeleria, estanco. A tobacconist. Boutique, clothes shop. Ferreteria, ironmonger, hardware store. Pharmacia, chemist. That's good. So you can pick up a lot of words from, a lot of places. I just now want to do a little bit more of the singing by going to a couple of songs. One of them is Quando Caliente il Sol, and then we'll do one of the Italian ones into Spanish. Cuando caliente el sol aquí en la playa, siento tu cuerpo vibrar cerca de mí. Es tu palpitar, es tu cara, es tu pelo, son tus besos, me estremezco cuando calienta el sol. Cuando calienta el sol aquí en la playa, siento tu cuerpo vibrar cerca de mí. Es tu palpitar, tu recuerdo, mi locura, mi delirio, mi estremezco. Cuando calienta el sol, cuando calienta el sol. Love me with all your heart, that's all I want, love. Love me with all your heart, or not at all. Just promise me this, that you give me all your kisses, every summer, every winter, every fall. Cuando calienta el sol, cuando calienta el sol. Nice one, huh? Cuando calienta el sol. And now we're going to do Salvatore Adamo. That was in French. No, we don't want to do that in French. We want to do something in Spanish. And the Spanish, we've got volare now, on the volare. Let's do this one here. Lisa de los ojos azules. Lisa degli occhi blu. Lisa with blue eyes. Lisa, ya no eres tú, la jovencita de la mirada azul. Silencio entre los dos, quisiera hablarte, pero te vas. Y sin embargo, hasta ayer me llamas tu amor tú. En tus pensamientos, hoy ya no me tienes más. Al empezó nuestro amor que terminó, Lisa, ya no eres tú. La jovencita de azul mirar, la primavera ha pasado, quién sabe la vida comience así. Amor que viene del viento, se va para siempre y no vuelvas más. Lisa, ya no eres tú, ya la vencida de la mirada azul. Silencio entre los dos, quisiera hablarte, pero no te vas. Y sin embargo hasta ayer me llamaste amor tú, en tus pensamientos hoy ya no me tienes más. Al empezó nuestro amor que terminó. Lisa, ya no eres tú, la jovencita de azul mirar. La primavera ha pasado, quién sabe la vida comienza así. Amor que viene del viento, se va para siempre, yo no vuelvo más. Now notice there, I got some of it right, and some of it didn't quite, so I got to listen to it again and again. But I've got most of it right now, in the sense that, you know, it sounds like the song that the original singer sang. That's Nicola Di Bari in this case here. He sings it in Spanish. Okay. Yeah, that's Lisa again. Now this one here is Y mi amor. Now that's in French. A las puertas del sol. That's another one that Giuliana Cinquetti made famous, and I think she sings it in Spanish too. Tenía un alba así límpida y pura, que quizás por miedo a ti no he hecho nunca amor. Buscaba las escalas más extrañas del mundo, en cambio se legaba a ti por claros senderos. Y ahora que siento tu cuerpo cercano, en la oscuridad te pido elevarme contigo. A las puertas del sol, a los confines del mar, cuántas veces con el pensamiento te elevaba junto a mí. Yo en la oscuridad soñaba tu mano ligera, cada puerta que se abría me parecía primavera. A las puertas del sol, a los confines del mar, cuántas veces con el pensamiento te he elevado junto a mí. Te he elevado junto a mí, te he elevado junto a mí. ¿Qué me dices? ¿Qué sucede? Me dice que busque algo para vivir juntos. Un gran jardín suspendido en el cielo y mis niños con los ojos pintados de amor. Entonces los pensamientos no son ilusiones. Entonces es justo cierto que yo estoy volando contigo a las puertas del sol, a los confines del mar. Cuántas veces con el pensamiento te he elevado junto a mí, te he elevado junto a mí. Y en la oscuridad soñaba tu mano ligera. Cada puerta que se abría me parecía primavera. A las puertas del sol, a los confines del mar. Cuántas veces con el pensamiento te elevaba junto a mí. Y en la oscuridad soñaba. Soñaba tu mano ligera. Cada puerta que se abría me parecía primavera. A las puertas del sol, a los confines del mar. Cuántas veces con el pensamiento te he elevado junto a mí, te he elevado junto a mí, te he elevado junto a mí, junto a mí. Well, that's it for Spanish too. Today has been, we've covered lesson 57 from the 5th of, we missed the 5th of May lesson and we made it up. So next time will be lesson number 59. And will it be the end or will it be the second last? Who knows? I'll decide by next week. For now, adios, au revoir. I gotta say it in Italian too. Arrivederci, alla prossima. Alla semaine prochaine will be another Friday. Let's hope it's a good one and we have a good week, a good weekend. From Tom Padula of TomPadulaTV on YouTube and Insegna Booksellers. This is it. And now I'm going to close up. This is lunchtime now, so I look forward to something. But tonight I've got my niece's communion, so we're going to be eating this evening. So take it easy, Tom. Save it for tonight. Okay. Ciao. Au revoir. Finish.